Over 70,000 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza since October 2023. The conflict has forced every government worldwide to choose a side. Most chose carefully. Serbia's government chose quietly, and without clear public disclosure to its own citizens, who for over a year have been filling the streets in the largest civic uprising the country has seen in decades. While the people marched, their government was doing business. Official Serbian trade data shows Serbia's arms exports to Israel reached 114 million euros by the end of 2025, roughly 40 times higher than before the attacks began. Artillery shells, ammunition, loaded onto cargo planes at Belgrade airport.
From the Israeli perspective, it is certainly an attempt to win potentially European defense markets by placing the production facility in a country which is close to the Middle East but still far away from the immediate conflict zone.
And now an investigation by BIRN and Haaretz reveals it's going further. Not just selling weapons, making them, with Elbit Systems, Israel's largest private arms company, as the reported partner. Days after the investigation was published, President Aleksandar Vučić publicly admitted that Serbia plans to jointly manufacture combat drones with Israel.
Serbian institutions are always ignoring us. So you import as the major Serbian arms company which is going to do this project with Elbit, completely ignored our questions. And the Israeli company Elbit, they had a comment, no comment.
Production is reportedly set to begin soon. The partner is one of the most controversial companies on the planet, and in a country where millions took to the streets demanding accountability for corruption, most people had no idea any of this was happening until now. Many Serbians, like Ana, a Belgrade resident, have been closely following how people in other countries fought to stop exactly these kinds of deals and what it took to win.
U zadnjih godinu dana vlada Velike Britanije, kao što znamo, je vršila ogroman pritisak i represiju nad tim aktivistima, ali oni su zapravo uspeli da zaustave dalju saradnju između te vlade i Elbit Systemsa. Dakle, dolazimo do trenutka kada Izrael i Elbit Systems traže plodno tlo da nastave sa genocidom i u tom trenutku pronašli su, Srbiju.
BIRN's Sasha Dragojlo spent weeks investigating who the partner was and where the factory would be built.
Basically, at the end, when we were ready to publish our investigation, we had official documents and several independent sources claiming that Elbit and Serbia will partner in a drone factory on the Serbian territory. Israel was basically a privileged partner. Serbian president last year in June said that they will stop all arms exports, but it didn't happen when it comes to Israel. Last year there were 36 arms flights from Serbia to Israeli army base.
Israel is still one of their remaining gateways to the White House. So they believe that if they are on good terms with Israel, they will get protection from Israeli lobby groups in the US, and that will enable them to establish a better rapport with the incumbent administration in the White House.
Ja tumačim ovaj projekat i ovu saradnju kao znak očaja vlade Republike Srbije da ostane na vlasti, prvo, i drugo da izbegne dalji gnev i otpora građana po ekonomskim pitanjima. To što oni će da i dalje produbljuju svoje saučesništvo u genocidu i tako dalje je njima nebitno.
Marko leads support for the people of Palestine, Serbia, the group behind some of the first pro-Palestinian protests in Belgrade, in the square and outside embassies.
We believe that this move is not popular at all, and this is a way for the imperialist Zionist alliance to basically have Vučić do its dirty work, because it no longer can openly be as pro-Israel as it was previously. And we think this factory will endanger Serbia in a way that it will include it into a list of military targets potentially, and on the other hand that with cooperation with Israel comes a lot of Islamophobia, and this will cause issue in ethnic relations between Serbs and Bosniaks and wider in the region, and relations of Serbia with Muslim countries in general.
Amnesty International found that Serbian authorities used Israeli-made technology to install spyware on the phones of activists and journalists, including 2 BIRN journalists.
The position of Serbian investigative journalists is dire in the whole country for years. We were always targeted by the pro-government media as traitors, as foreign mercenaries, as someone who's working against the state, which is completely opposite to what we're doing. We're working for the public interest. We're trying to reflect important things for the people so they can understand what is going on. And of course, there's a lot of pressure by the discourse that is being created that every critic of Israel is being anti-Semitic, and that is the only thing that I think it's quite dangerous and what I faced personally.
Jako mi je žao I osjećam gnev zbog toga što će Palestinci dobiti poruku od naše vlade da mi ne podržavamo njihovu borbu kao što nekada jesmo u ovoj državi, u Jugoslaviji. Ova elita koja treba takozvano da predstavi naroda umjesto da zagovara za palestinsku slobodu, ona profitira I koristi naše pare da otvara fabriku smrti.
A Lancet study estimated that of the roughly 75,000 people who were killed in Gaza by early 2025, more than half were women, children, and older people. Decisions made in secret, alliances built in the dark, driven less by strategy than by the need to survive one more political season. The people of this country spent a year and a half demanding to know who their state really serves. This week, they got part of the answer. Katarina Petrovic, Across the Balkans, Belgrade.